Hi, everyone, and welcome, Otters. My name is Noelle Lockett, and I'm one of the financial aid counselors here at CSU Monterey Bay. Today, we're going to talk about financing your education. Today's topics that I will be discussing are reminders and deadlines, Cal Grant and Middle Class Scholarship, following up with CSAC, also known as the California Student Aid Commission, missing information letters and emails, understanding your award letter, accepting your financial aid awards, and then what to do next. Federal student aid and financial aid facts. To receive financial aid, you must first complete the FAFSA or the DREAM Act application. You must file these two applications every year. It opens October 1st and the priority deadline is March 2nd. Now, this is what they take in consideration: you and your parents' income, assets, number of family members in the current household, number of family members who are enrolled in college. This all determines what's called your EFC, also known as your expected family contribution. Now, if you have not completed your FAFSA or your DREAM Act application, no worries, you still can go ahead and complete it. Once completed, please follow up with us maybe a week to see if you received your application and to see what you've been awarded. Cal Grant. To be considered for Cal Grant, the student must complete their FAFSA or DREAM Act application no later than March 2nd of every year. In addition, the student needs to make sure the GPA verification is submitted to CSAC no later than March 2nd. During their senior year at high school, the GPA verification will be submitted electronically by the high school. If the student is already attending college, then a GPA will be submitted electronically by most colleges. Regardless, it is the student's responsibility to follow up with CSAC to make sure the GPA was submitted on time. In addition, a student that is a Cal Grant recipient should take 15 units each semester to graduate on time. Now, if you received your Cal Grant for the upcoming year and you do not see it on your OASIS account or even on your estimated award letter, you might be selected for one of the following. How to check it out? You can log on to Web Grants for Students and you can see if you were selected for any of the documentation on the slide. Any further questions? Here's their contact information down below. Middle Class Scholarship. If a student wants to be considered for the Middle Class Scholarship, they must complete their FAFSA or DREAM Act application by the priority deadline. Remember, priority deadline runs from October 1st through March 2nd. The Middle Class Scholarship is for undergraduates and students pursuing their first teaching credential program. This subject is designed for families with an income and assets of up to $191,000. This number is subject to change every year, and the student may receive the scholarship for up to 4 years, depending on their education level. If you want more information on the Middle Class Scholarship, the website and phone number is listed in this presentation. Missing information. If you received any of our missing information emails, that means you were selected for documents to turn in here at our financial aid office. For example, this student on the slide was selected for the independent verification worksheet, along with student tax return transcripts. We do provide directions, and also the priority deadline will be listed on the email as well. We cannot determine your eligibility for financial aid until your documents are in and processed. Understanding your award letter. You will receive an award letter by email. We will use the email that you provided on your FAFSA or your DREAM Act application. Now, looking into your award letter, please keep in mind that they are currently estimated. They will not become final until we will send out a communication to your CSUMB email. Your eligibility is determined or based off what you inputted on your FAFSA or your DREAM Act application. Therefore, on your current estimated award letter, you will see your awards, the amount, and how it's split for half for fall and half for spring. Understanding your award letter. Below you will see an example of the different types of awards a student can receive. Remember, this is just an example and does not mean all students will receive the same awards. Also, as a reminder, grants and scholarships is free aid, meaning you do not have to pay it back. Loans will enter repayment 6 months after the student is no longer enrolled in school or goes below half-time. So, a student may be eligible for a federal Pell Grant for up to $6,345 per year. This means we will split the award in half and award the student half for fall and half for the spring semester. Then we also see an SEOG grant, which can be up to $900, and the State University grant, which can be up to $5,742. Lastly, we see a student loan called the subsidized loan. Subsidized means that the loan will not accumulate any interest as long as the student is in school and enrolled at least half-time status. One thing to keep in mind is that we will split your awards in half to make sure you have enough money for both semesters. Estimated costs. Let's talk about the cost for attending CSUMB. The cost that I will discuss with you is per semester, as CSUMB charges per semester. If the student is a California resident, then the tuition and fees are expected to be $3,573.50 per semester. If the student is coming from out of state, then the tuition and fees will be $3,573.50 plus $396 per unit per semester. If the student plans to live on campus, then the prices of housing will depend on their selection. For example, a single dorm is approximately $6,470 per semester, a double is $4,821, and a triple/quadruple is $4,232 per semester. In addition, we offer meal plans which are around $2,279 per semester. So, if the student plans to live on campus and selects a double dorm, their total cost per semester can be $10,673.50. See the example on the right-hand side of your screen. Or, if the student decides not to live on campus, then the student will only be billed for their tuition and fees, which will be around $3,573.50 per semester. Please note that the housing cost is just an example. We do not have the final cost for housing. For more information, you can always contact housing directly. Accepting your award. By accepting your award, you can log on to your OASIS account under View and Accept Decline Awards. From there, if you accepted your grant, we can go ahead and disperse that starting the end of the first week of school. If you're interested in student loans, there are 2 requirements that you can complete online on studentaid.gov. What are they? 1 is to complete the loan entrance counseling, and 2, to complete the master promissory note, also known as the MPN. Please keep in mind as well that once you complete the 2 requirements, it does take about 3 to 5 business days for us to receive it on our side. You can go ahead and follow up once you complete the 2 requirements for us before disbursement. Unmet need. Let's just say if financial aid is not enough to cover. Well, you can take out additional loans, such as the Parent Plus loan, which you can request on our form based off credit check. The private and alternative loans, that is not through CSUMB, which is through a private lender. And we do offer scholarships, but usually it's always offered prior year, such as our CSUMB scholarship application. Now, if you're not interested in receiving financial aid, we do have payment plans. There are 2 payment plans, such as the installment payment plan through Campus Service Center, which is your tuition, and then the housing installment payment plan, which is through housing. Last but not least, our contact information is here. If you need to mail us additional documents, please make sure to use the address on the screen. The Financial Aid Office will only accept documents via mail or in person. The Financial Aid Office is open to the public, and our business hours are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We also have our live drop-in Zoom hours daily to meet one-on-one with the financial aid counselor. To find out the days and times for our Zoom drop-in hours, please visit our website, which is listed in this screen. Thank you for choosing CSUMB, and welcome, Otters.